It's gonna be a brutal day today, y'all. I'm telling you right now. Hey, Isaac. So where was that at? Um, that was yesterday. I know I saw it somewhere. I know I saw him say it somewhere. Or was that just a message to me? Right, I did see it. Hey, no way. Hey, no. Hey, man, don't you worry about me. Hey,
What they
so,
trigger do to you,
well, damn
man?
it, you guys have access to the Leo chat, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Ah, damn it, man, y'all roll with it, man. I was trying to scare the hell out of you. Man, that's
All
definitely that's a better look. There, can I just call you Scotty? Scotty Pippen?
right.
You
Call me
know,
whatever you want, boss
no,
man.
sir. Don't ever let nobody call you out your name. Oh
I
man.
like the name Scotty though. Name me up, Scotty.
Hey, Nanu, Nanu. Are you too young to know Nanu, Nanu?
Yeah, I don't know who Nanu is.
Hey, Robin Williams, Mork and Mindy, Nanu, Nanu. You gotta look that up, man. What up, Paul? What up,
I surely
Melissa?
will.
My name
Nanu,
is Kinetic.
Nanu.
I appreciate you again so much, Christoph. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time, no matter how long it lasts. Know what happened? What's up, money? How are you? We'll be okay today, man. Hi, Amy. Uncle, you still gonna give a person a job if they start flipping out, throwing f bombs out while you're fucking with them? What you mean? If you like what you're watching and don't want to miss out, we appreciate that. Look who was out of Facebook jail. Got you. Almost put in an app last night playing in SEMA server for
Do I
now.
need to go sign on duty and sign off duty to
You
change
shouldn't be.
everything?
You shouldn't have to. But you, I mean, you guys can just to make sure.
Yeah, it shows
You'll
me on
definitely,
duty.
you'll definitely need to alter your stuff in the radio or call sign stuff once I actually get you a call sign.
Whew.
Roger that.
All right, man. That's a bad look in the middle of a situation.
Whew,
Oh, I
my
think it's
God.
oh shit. I think it's contagious.
It's a bug going
What did you
around.
fart? Did you Hondo? Did you have shoes? What is that? Did you have your boots off in there, sir?
I had a burrito earlier.
Hey
I'm
man,
sorry.
that was from a cheesy burrito. Nanu, nanu. All right, get yourself clocked out, and I'll meet y'all in the armory.
Roger that.
My boy just did the Matrix in front of two dudes. What up, Dolce? So, oh man. Hey man, I need to bring Nanu back.
Radio check.
Lima. All right. So obviously, once Hondo gets in here, we'll talk about some of the differences of you know. All right, as you guys see right here, can y'all still hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you have a personal safe trash can. I'm sure you see that as well as the armory. You may have seen that before. I don't know that I want you guys using the trash. Hold on. Hello? Hello? What do you need? All right, I love you. Then quit playing with your phone at school. Okay. All right, I love you. Bye. What? What? I kind of do, but no, I mean, whatever. I mean, you got to quit. You got to start taking more food with you, man. You got to start prepping. I can't afford to be having you pay extra food to have food delivered. But yes, go ahead. You gotta, hey man, change your behavior on it. So I gotta stop paying for that extra for them to take you food. Love you. Bye. All right, sorry. My bad. So anyway, I would prefer you guys when you have guns and stuff that wear down, as opposed to throwing them in the trash can and stuff like that. We actually tell you to put them in the back of a car and then call local impound and make them go that way. But your personal stash, you can store your personal items and things in there. If you have evidence bags or something that haven't been used for, an evidence report or something like that, obviously it's yours. From an equipment perspective, you need to make absolute sure you guys have the gun rack, and it's strikeable if you don't already have your transponder, which you probably do. But you definitely, if you don't, you need to make sure you have a transponder. Spike strips, flares. Flares are obviously going to be used on scene setup stuff, so it's something that you probably want to make sure that you have. Evidence bags in this county seem to work pretty well in regards to not needing hundreds on or in or around you on duty. I've been carrying around 20. I basically have... I carry one pistol, obviously stun gun. I carry a few extra pistol rounds and a few extra taser rounds. Your SMGs and your rifles, you can grab both and load them up here in the armory. I prefer you load your weapons in a secure place that is not public, right? The reason for that is it's not necessarily safe nor professional to be standing around on a street somewhere loading your gun. And I don't want to catch some people I know I've told, hey, try to load your gun in an intelligent place. Say, well, so-and-so was doing it, so I thought it was okay. We really want you guys to be responsible, and even if it takes just a couple of minutes to pull into the PD to repair a vehicle or do something when you're doing booking, take the time and reload your weapon. Try to do it at PD, okay? So I found it usually takes about 5 of each to put yourself in a good position. We don't get in a lot of shootouts yet. Even when we do, I don't want you guys running around with a ton of ammo. So I would say 3 to 5 boxes of whichever Class 2, Class 3 weapon that you think you're going to reach the most. You are not to be walking around with them on your back or your front. We'll get that installed into your gun rack. Spikes work amazing, but they will absolutely cover 2 lanes. So anytime that somebody's calling for spikes, you need to make sure when we set up that you keep that in mind at some point. So I carry spikes. I'd recommend that. Obviously, your nightstick, your flashlight, which you need for evidence purposes, your evidence bags to be able to pick them up. The repair kits, they run $250, but I typically run with 3 to 5. I don't know, we get in some of these chases depending upon how good of a driver you are, but if you take damage to your vehicle, you don't want to be stranded. With the repair kits, you can pop the trunk of your car. You can go, search, think about searching on your tire or whatever and be able to repair it and get it to a mechanic. Clearly, the IFAKs are going to help you in a shooting situation where you have excessive bleeding and things of that nature. PD armor, I don't know that we've really established what our position is on taking police equipment, but my assumption is going to be from RIP that they probably take it. If we've got it, they can probably take it. So keep your armor numbers to a limited amount. Probably 3 to 5 is always going to be a good basis. Being that you guys are wardens, you should absolutely have rebreathers on you. Rebreathers are going to be basically your diving gear and such. Slim Jim's going to help you get into vehicles, so make sure you have the Slim Jims on you. Shotgun, you guys that have had the beanbag gun, we don't use them in the streets as of yet. They're only in here for you guys for DOC purposes, so you're no longer DOC. So one of your first orders of business is going to be to get rid of your beanbag gun and your ammo, whether you put it in the stash until we get later word on use, or make it disappear in a car is up to you. Fingerprint scanner, I don't know that I would spend $1,000 on that right now. All it does is allow you to take fingerprints for granting weapons licenses inside of MRPD. So if we had a bunch of people trying to get licenses at the same time, you don't have to walk them through MRPD and bring them into the booking area to be able to get their fingerprint. You can get it right there in the lobby. I'm not sure if there's really a viable use for the camera. I've not used it or played with it. I would think one of the greatest features of the camera, if it's there, would be the ability to zoom in and give yourself the ability to have like binoculars and legitimate ability to snap shots for evidence purposes as well. So I would probably recommend that. 250 is a lot, man. We got a big pockets. Obviously, we have the 1 through 5 slots. We do not have a safe 6th slot. And most of the time, you're not even going to have a class 3 on you. But go ahead and get those main things for now, and then we'll go downstairs and you guys can pull out your cars. Do either of you already know how to use the gun racks?
No.
Okay.
I know that it's G muscle. But
Yeah, once it's installed.
yeah.
Have you ever
but
worked with the gun rack, Hondo?
I believe you put it in your hot slot and then you install it using one of the hotkeys.
Yeah, you can do that. You stand outside of the car and do that, and we'll show you specifically. I just wondered if you'd had experience. I have officers that are not carrying SMG and assault rifle that is preferring one over the other, and then they put some ammunition or extra vests in that second slot that you get in the gun rack, and you can do that too. You could do that too, but I think especially coming out in the street the first time, like there are situations where you're going to wish you had an SMG. If you don't have it, you're going to kind of wish you do. But it ain't going to help you out a whole lot if you're, 2 blocks, 3 blocks from your car any damn way. So that's a personal choice. But they will go bad in your gun racks, and they go bad pretty quickly. Food goes bad, clearly. It goes bad quicker in your pocket. So keep that kind of stuff in your stash in your apartment, or even here in your PD locker.
My third eye keep kicking me out.
It's not helping you out?
I keep kicking me out.
Oh. You must have heard about UTEC. You must be using the UTEC. Something else I've noticed is a lot of counties I've worked in, I have to have the gun out to reload it. Around here, you don't. But for the sake of what we do and the immersion of the cook, it's best to have it out. It makes sense that way, like Hondo's doing.
I'm trying to keep, like I said, keep it.
You're good, man. I'm patient as hell. I was expecting to come in and ride. I was actually. You're lucky. My motorcycle was down here at the parking garage, because I would have been off duty right now, and I wouldn't even have known you guys were on.
I feel you on that one. I'm gonna have to go get me one of those 2 wheels. I prefer to be on them.
I do other things. I was going to go check out some different things today, but I'm glad to spend some time with y'all. So it's going to be kind of slow, but we can ride around together and try to get you all situated so that tonight you can come in and be fully prepared to do what you got to do. So you got your weapons loaded there, Major?
I'm trying to do that right
Okay,
now.
no rush, man. I'm just making sure he was doing it. Like with him, I could tell he's got his ish out. With you, I can't get past that goddamn reflection. Who's that beautiful son bitch I see reflecting in your glasses? Oh, wait, that's me.
Is it?
It definitely is me. I see my reflection. See, I can wave at me. Hey, Commissioner Money.
I'm weak.
Hey, Commissioner Money. Yeah, that's definitely me, man. Definitely me. What up, Hubwell? Hello. Is it Hugh? Hugh? All right, yo, what's good, folks? What up, Mowgli? What's up, everybody?
Hold up now.
All right, as game wardens, the only vehicle that we have that has, whether you call it livery or livery, is going to be the car Cara, which is a truck. You guys are not restricted to just driving the only game warden vehicle in. I haven't really spoke with the chief's boards on the chief board on how they want to mandate that, but I don't have a problem with you guys driving around in the Chargers or anything. I mean, being that you're wardens, you're just a division within inside the police department. But I think the least confusing livery that's not a warden livery for you guys would probably be the state or sheriff. Actually, probably sheriff because it's county, right? So I think most people would expect the wardens to be a division inside of the county. So and it's actually one of the more beautiful liveries that we have in the black. So when you guys are in a vehicle that's not the car, we'll go with sheriff for now. We'll go for sheriff for now.
Also, I didn't see no gun rack in the armor.
You didn't see a gun rack in the actual armory?
No, sir.
It's towards the bottom.
I might have one in my locker. Hold on, I may have one. It either expired on me or it's in my stash at home. So, yeah.
Look again.
Yeah. He may not see it because he's broke, man. You know that. Look at all that art on his arm, man. He probably spent every last dollar and borrowed some from his lady to get that work done.
Still got a little something up in there.
Hey, look, man. Don't. I'm not judging.
I mean, it always costs more for the color.
Right. Oh, there it goes. Gotcha.
You're looking for GUN.
PDGUN, sir.
So look, man. I don't know if you guys are familiar with me at all. You may be, you may not be. I've kind of, people either love me or hate me. Look, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to get a follow or a fan. I'm here to do a job. At the end of the day, I respect people that operate with integrity. Most importantly, self-accountability. I'm not sure if in your interviews at the ATI was talked about accountability, transparency, and integrity, but those are three core values that I've spoke about since my beginning times in leadership, to the point they made an acronym of it. And that actually, I just found out about that the other day, man. That kind of, I'll be honest with you, man, that gave me chills. The fact that in my PD career, I've impacted enough people through the years that they're in interviews now talking about ATI. And there are three core components you have to have in police work. But the number one in that to me is the accountability. And that's accountability to self. Because you can't hold yourself accountable to anybody else if you don't hold yourself accountable to you. And so you guys are going to know clearly what's expected of you from a procedural perspective. And I'm going to expect you to operate inside of those frameworks at all times. Right? The way we set up on a jewelry, the way we set up on a bank, the way you should roll up on any call. Look, we should not be getting radio calls. I'm in an 80 when we've not received a call that you are pulling somebody over. The only exception would be in a Signal 100 scenario, right? Signal 100 scenario clearly being hold all radio traffic for non-emergency. So the only way you would interrupt like a chase going on in a Signal 100 would be if we had a officer down situation. But so, you guys will understand those things, but everything else outside of that, man, comes down to those three things for me. If you always operate with the self-accountability, then you're accountable to yourself and the people that you work with left and right of you, and then obviously your department and your leadership. Okay? Transparency means you made a mistake. Man, I make mistakes.
On it.
I made a mistake night before last. I made a mistake. I make mistakes all the time. We're human. Mistakes are a part of it, man. It's what makes us individual and makes us better, right? So if you know something happened that like, I'm not telling you if you make the simplest mistake, you got to run and tell you, hey, Commissioner, I fucked up here, and I bought a Snickles when I meant to buy a donut, right? Nothing. But I shouldn't be hearing about stuff from other people. So if you know you messed up somewhere that could be problematic, look, man, just let us know. Let me know. Because then that shows that accountability. And then obviously integrity is, upholding yourself and your brothers and sisters to a standard of representation for all of us. All right?
Roger.
All right. So for me, you're going to get more of that kind of shit. More of that core value stuff. When it comes down to the nitty-gritty and the ticky-tacky of the day-to-day, these other officers come in, they'll work with you on that. Y'all seem to have a very good understanding of who you are and how you want to be, and nobody's going to take that away from you. Nobody can right now, Mowgli. I'm good, Isaac. All right, the one thing I really love about the county we work in is every vehicle is got its place, man. And you can be in a different vehicle that has its singular purpose and still be a viable option in a pursuit situation. I've not really ever worked in a county where every officer, in no matter what car they were in, had the ability to be attached to a pursuit and stay in that pursuit. I think once we start to get some of the racing cars and things in, that'll change a little bit, but I still think it will maintain as the normal. That if you guys are running around in your car and you hear that we got we had a code 5 traffic stop that turned into an 80 and we need additional officers, you should be able to attach in that truck and stay in that chase. That is exciting, man. That's amazing. So I don't care what car you get, pull them out one at a time. Once whoever pulls out first, just pull up a little bit so the other can grab a car, and then we'll go ahead and get your gun racks installed on them. Are you guys familiar with the two-bay upstairs?
No, sir.
Yesterday, I did see the. I did. Oh my God. My neck.
Hey, I don't want to talk about your neck. Get a car. Get a car, Devin. Hey, that's what we call situational awareness, Hondo.
My apologies.
Hey, it's his fault for walking up on you like that. I'd have probably ran him over too. I'm trying to do something at the same time, and I haven't got to it because. What was that, sir? The car is the one that's going to have the ability to put a Warden livery on it, but you can grab any car in there that's not labeled as heat or a specific like SAST. You don't want to pull a specific division vehicle. I use the Buffalo a lot, right? But car is going to be the one that has y'all's Warden livery on it. But it's going to you'll still have to take it upstairs to do it. And to be honest with you, Mowgli, I don't feel amazing today. So I kind of kept the camera off. It's easier to just reach over and mute when I start coughing or struggling to breathe or something. But I'll get it back on for you in a minute. Give us a few minutes. You having problems, Major? Car is all lowercase, one word. C-A-R-A. It's easy to overlook. I've done it 100 times. Maybe not 100, but definitely 3 or 4.
Let's see if this works.
You might have to use your down arrow keys, muscles. I don't feel horrible, man. It's just one of those days. It's been several days of continued respiratory struggle, and wife started me on some steroids that we had from steroids she got when she had COVID.
I ain't gonna hit you.
I'm just trying to get out of the way to make it easier for you. I'm not worried about you hitting me. I'm worried about you being able to. Hey, that's those moments you love. All right, you both got to hop out of your vehicle. You'll stand as close to the driver's door as you can. You can either have your gun rack hot pocketed, or you could just drag it over and use, and you'll show that it installs. Once it installs, you sit in the driver's seat and flex your G muscle. What up, Robert Campbell? If it doesn't install, then move a little bit closer to where the door seals towards the rear passenger door.
Will the gun rack stay installed on?
It stays installed. The gun rack will stay installed at all times. You only have to install it once, and it'll be every car. So if you're in a scene where your car gets impounded, you will have access to PD weaponry at any PD car you hop into, and it will stay post-storm.
I got it.
Yeah, and it's pretty simple. Then after you guys have put your weapons in your gun racks, take your cars up to the side lot, and there is a 2-bay garage up there, and you want to get close to the wall, just kind of pull in and begin to point the front of your car towards the back corner. If it's the right garage door, towards the back right corner, the left, obviously the left, and you'll see the ability to, I think it says open up repair shop or something. You can repair your vehicle there, and you can also change your livery there. And I don't know exactly which livery is assigned for each car, for each department, so you may have to change it to get the right one, but that's where you change your livery. So you guys can go ahead up there and do that, and then I'll meet you in the side lot in a couple seconds.
I got a question for Miss.
I can hear, if you can hear me, I can hear you.
All right. So when I was in the other city, Meta, Flex G muscle was on and off in the car.
It's not. It's here. You roll your mouse wheel muscle, and it'll shut the motor off.
Right. So when I first got in here, I was so used to it, and I didn't realize that it was a gun rack behind the G muscle. How do I unbind it so that way every time I touch my gun rack, it doesn't turn my car on?
You would have to, whatever you did to rebind, you would have to unbind.
And what is the
if you did it through 5M F8, I couldn't tell you that. I don't know.
I did it through.
I don't know. You're gonna probably want to open up a support ticket on that, or ask somebody. I don't usually use those binds like that. Yeah.
In the meantime, it works.
But you could move. Look, man, you could move it to something like your paws. You could just rebind. But I don't think it unbinds. I don't think if you rebind the same thing to another, I don't think it takes away the previous. I think it would just bind the same thing to multiples. So yeah, you'll need to talk to somebody with more experience in that. 3 years of PD work, I just used like 3 binds, and I've only ever bound in the last 3 months. Everything else I've ever needed to do. Luckily enough, I've had enough contact with government that they were already making the adjustments, I hope, and they did.
Copy that. All right, appreciate you. I'll be back. I'm going to get a ticket.
Yeah, I'm going to walk out here to the sideline. I was just, I'm in a position where movement is kind of hard for me, if you catch my drift.
Hey, Commish, I got to go at 42. I got to go pick up kids.
Do what you got to do. The only thing I was going to go back over is stuff you should know. So take care of what you got to take care of, and congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome
Appreciate
aboard. It. Absolutely. What up, Sharpie?
Do you have the call sign?
Yeah. I don't yet.
Okay.
So you could just you have access to Leo chat. Just put a you might put a dot. I don't know. Just take care of what you can take care of.
I'm gonna type in 42 in the time chat.
I don't even know that we need to do all that because you should have the necessary roles. We'll get all that squared away. Just get your kids. I'm good, Kimberly. Thank you so much for asking. What up with you, Robert Campbell? What up, Fernandez? Server runs better than any server I've ever been in. Period. Period. Nah, man, this thing's fully together, bro. Fully together, fully optimized. I'm pulling, on average, I'm pulling between 110 and 130 frames per second. I've never seen it dip below like 85. And I've had my head has, I have not had my head pop in city one time. The city has not popped my head one time. I've not had any like weird stutters and chases, things of that nature. None of it. None of it. All right. He reminded me I was trying to check the roster. So part of the problem with being somebody that's allowing everybody else to be empowered to do the things. Let me see if I can do it with this one. Just think about give key 36. Not keys, just there you go. Let me see. I thought for sure it was the car. Is this the car?
Just like his.
I don't know if he got his to change or not.
Let me move out the way before that.
Try the left one. Try that right one again, but if it doesn't give you an option for livery one, you use the left bay. But you want livery one. If it just shows livery 0, then pull out of there. There it is. It just something was weird. Everything's free in here. What you mean, Fernandez?
Copy that.
There's no pay to play. There's no pay to own. There's no pay to get cars. It's all it's for, you still have to whitelist.
You gonna be on duty later tonight?
Yeah, definitely gonna be in tonight. Well, you need to roll. Well, you need to get out of here.
I'm at 10-7.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
I'll be able to
Yeah,
back later, though.
man, that stuff matters. But yeah, so I'll try to be in from the big storm, probably through till morning if the city allows. So I'll be in later, and we'll get to all that other stuff squared away, getting you the proper roles, call signs, and then we'll get you out working. If you've got time to burn, again, you just kind of want to get your hands on that cadet training manual, and you're good to go.
Yes, sir. I'll go ahead and put the ticket in right now.
I don't even know that it's a ticket situation. If you don't have access to the channels, you just need access to the channels, and you would just have to.
I'm talking about for the G muscle.
Oh yeah, just a support ticket asking what you would have to do to unbind. They should be able to help you.
Copy that. I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. I'm glad to have you on the streets.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, like hiring in city, yeah. Like, right now, our whitelist jobs are really well populated. The one area in arena that we're lacking is just normal civ work, but that'll come along. But we are a more interactive city than action. What's happening? Hey, I'm doing well. How can I help you?
Yeah, I was coming from before interview. Supposed to set up interview with High Command.
Okay, I don't have any other officers in now, so it's extremely unusual for interview to be held with just one officer. Even myself as a commissioner. Let me see if I've got any other officers that are planning on flying in. But you're a tad early on that, I think. Hold on.
All
right. I don't even know that I've had the request for access to the apps yet.
Gotcha.
I try to let my officers do their thing.
His pocket still. He might have just lost the ammo.
Alright, let's go.
Yo.
Yeah, I think I put the ammo in there.
What's up, y'all?
Money, what's up?
Hey, quick question, man.
Money?
Hey, what's up, man? Quick question. Do you do you know exactly where I find the damn PD application responses? Like not the responses for them being hired, but to actually see their answers and stuff.
Hey, baby, money need she said you already got it.
I don't know where to look. I don't even know where to find it. It's what I'm. I was looking in the Leo documents and info. I don't see it listed as in there anywhere.
He said go to that file again and open it, and you should have access.
That file, which file? Just
he said you just requested it. Whatever you requested is where you go back to.
That was PD roster. I requested for PD roster. I have PD roster now.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hijack you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He want the responses like where he can see what they put.
Because I got somebody that's in city right now that wanted to interview, and I kind of just was going to do a pre-interview with him, and then.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I need to be able to see his actual PD app.
Right.
I did get Hondo and Major in out of DLC, and I'm going to be putting them on the Warden roster because that's the division that has the fewest slots filled.
Okay. Message baby.
I'm messaging now. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, okay, so altogether I had the 10 rifles you gave me.
All right. Thank you for being patient. I'm trying to get access to your completed.
Oh, it's cool. Not a problem.
All right, bear with me, chat. Bear with me, chat. Bear with me, chat. I'm trying to put these two side by side so I can make it easier for me to get these guys their call signs that I just dealt with, and then we'll sit down with this guy and have a conversation. We'll sit down with this guy and have a conversation. Major Thomas. He's Mountain Standard. He's Mountain Standard. He's active. Don't have his Discord on it. All right. All right, so 572 and 573 is what they're going to be. I just need to know how to save this sumbitch, man. How do I just save this sumbitch? Because it's telling me it may not save. I'm not even seeing where to save it. I'm not familiar with all this doc shit, man. This is where my age gets me. I've not done a lot of this documentation shit. So we'll see if it's saved. Let me see if it's saved. It's saved. All right, bet. All right. And then I just made a mistake there. Pop out here. It's not that I can't. It's just I don't have great familiarity with all of it. All right. Let me get the... there's the responses. All right, man. I'm looking at your responses now. I just finally got it. All right.
Sounds good.
So, what is your name?
It's Jeffrey Jefferson.
All right. So it's the application you filled out's under Jeffrey Jefferson.
Correct.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how to separate. I don't know how to fucking tell who responded. I don't know how to fucking. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I can't figure out how to tell what you answered and how you answered. It's not because I'm a shitty commissioner. It's because I try to empower my officers to do the jobs that they're to do, and they do an amazing job of it. And if I'm in here doing all the work for them, then it's almost like I'm micromanaging them. So I honestly was going to take the time and just kind of feel you out and look at your responses. And so I had an opinion after they actually interview you. But I can't easily do that, so I'm not going to waste your time. I'll get that all figured out eventually, but this is a entirely new application and response system than what we had in the last county. So for that reason, I'll tell you to come back after storm.
When is that?
Our storm will be, it comes at 7 Eastern.
All right.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't hire or make a determination without my other officers available anyway. So typically there's at the minimum of 2 officers in to interview you. I was just going to, like I said, I was just going to kind of check you out a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Well, I'll see you after storm.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you.
I don't understand how to fucking tell the responses. Oh, I figured it out now. Now I figured it out. Now I figured it out. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I now figured it out. I'm a whole bot. I figured it out. I figured it out. All right, let me go to Best Buy today and look at a new monitor. What's a good budget one? I don't know. I don't know. No clue, family. I know I don't buy shit at Best Buy hardly ever. But I couldn't tell you what there are people, there are creators out there that get paid to review monitors. So utilize that. I couldn't tell you, man. I bought, yeah, I don't know. I can't answer that. No clue, man. I don't have some inside knowledge of what's current. I just can't. So I'm not even gonna pretend, man. Look at this Gigabyte. Don't know shit about it. They probably recommend you do research on Google. That's how it goes, Money. Hey, you went early today, Money. Not really. In regards to, we've been flying in a whole lot earlier. We was always doing shit in the afternoons anyway, but I'm enjoying it over here. Yeah, I saw that once I got further down that you weren't even really asking me specifically, but the people in here. So it depends on whether you want curved or not. I prefer curved, but that's because I like a 32-inch monitor. So I don't think that. So I do know that when I did the research on stuff, I was looking for 32. I prefer a 32-inch monitor to a 27-inch monitor. I know that a lot of professional input is that you don't necessarily need that curve. It really doesn't do anything for you, give you any benefit at the 20-inch. I mean, the 27-inch, 25-inch levels. One of the benefits of the curve on the 32 is it gives you the ability to have peripheral ability, and it mimics a smaller screen. Most people still prefer competitively are still using 25s. But like, I'm not playing a competitive game, so I'm at a disadvantage in a lot of situations when it comes to competitive things because I'm running a 32, even though my refresh rate and response time and all of that is very low on the hardware. You're still always got an advantage on a smaller screen, but I would rather. Man, the enjoyment of what I'm doing is as important as anything else to me. And so I'm much more immersed in a 32-inch screen. My 3 monitors do span across some great diversities. And the monitors that I use, I've been very happy with, extremely happy with. So something similar to them or whatever replaced them are good options. But I don't know what their 27-inch would be. I would stay away from ultra-wide, though. I would stay away from ultra-wides. But it depends on your usage and purposes and desires. 34 curved by the same company. I've been told 32 is about the biggest you want. I think I heard that from you actually, but 34 could be a stretch picture, so I'm just browsing options. Yeah, I wouldn't do an ultra wide. I mean, they have their purpose, but as your main gaming monitor, not all games have ultra wide supports. It is awesome, but in games that involve any level of co-op or competitive, you're going to be at a major disadvantage. Ultra wides are great for racing monitors and single player play for the purposes that are obvious, right? It's you see more of the peripheral stuff. But I'm not really big on monitors that are ultra wide and playing them with games that don't support it. I've not had a lot of experience doing it, but I do know that it basically it like letterboxes it, right? It really comes down to personal preference, man. Like, what are you wanting from it? For me, I want with like anything else, I want the best quality at the lowest price that I can get. But when it comes to monitors, I wanted a good 1440p monitor. I can't play in 1080p and then really enjoy it as much as I want to. I could push 4K, but I've never even. I'll be honest with you, with my 3080 and now my 3090 Ti, I've never even tried 4K gaming. I've never, ever even seen 4K gaming live. That's crazy, Money. It's true, though. It's true, though. So I run 1440p at high refresh rates. So I've been happy with my LG monitors that I've ever had. You know, LG has always been good. Sometimes you can catch really good deals on it, but I caught a fantastic deal on the Dell Curved that I have. But for me, the 32-inch screen space is ideal. how far back I sit from it and stuff. It's perfect for me. It's perfect for me. So that's where I would recommend it. Going to use it for GTA on a PC and Warzone on Xbox, so I'll just order a 32. That's what I needed to know. I mean, obviously, the smaller the screen, the more that you're able to see in your direct vision. In your direct vision. I don't hate 27, and you save money, obviously, at 27 on a lot of stuff. I would go somewhere where you can see the difference and see how you feel about it. Because if you like the feel of the 27, like you can get multiple 27s and get a multiple monitor setup pretty cheaply, especially if you ever think about going to stream or anything like that. And you'll save money typically from a 32 to a 27. 27 is typically less expensive. It really kind of comes down to the panels, right? TN to, IPS to VN, or, man, I haven't done any monitor research in a while. But you've got the three different, three different monitor types. Right, one of them's almost always quicker response time, but less color depth. Then you kind of have the one in the middle that still has good response time, but deeper color, and then the one that has amazing color depth, but usually slower response. Advancements in technology and monitors have changed that a bunch, which is why I would say do research, because there could be enough improvements in monitor technologies that, just because cheaper doesn't mean better. So you really got to find that fine balance between what matters most to you: viewing angle, brightness, color depth, response time, size, curve or flat. Those are things that you can figure out on your own first and foremost. And then when you're looking at specific models, you want to compare them to other models that you're considering. That's what I do with any technology purchase, man. That's what I always do, and you have to be able to identify for yourself what is the most important things that you want from the monitor. For me, that's going to be different than for you. So my recommendation for a monitor would be different based upon my needs. So. But for a primary gaming monitor, I wound up getting a much nicer monitor than I would have ever even considered, based on the fact that I needed to replace a chair around the same time. And I was blessed in the sense that it was basically paid for me. So that was out of pocket, the money that I knew I was going to have to spend. So that savings went immediately right back into something else. And for me, it went right back into a monitor that was... had a much higher refresh rate and could handle much higher frames per second than either of the monitors that I already had, because at the time I was doing a lot of COD Zombie solo, not the typical COD Zombie, but the one that they did that felt a lot like the Battle Royale, the open map stuff, and I was enjoying it a lot. So I got a really good deal on it, but it was still an expensive monitor. It was a monitor at one point was over $1,000, and I think I managed to catch it on sale for $699, which was a couple $100 more than, with tax, a couple $100 more than I was going to have to spend on a chair that was basically gifted, right? I was blessed with. So most people would be like, well, you still spent the $700. And I was like, yeah, but that 700 and change wound up getting me the chair and a monitor that I would have never even considered, right? So, like, the way I look at things is I got a $1,000 monitor and a Secret Labs chair for like $750, where I was looking at spending almost $600 to just get the chair. I could have just got the chair and kept that money in my pocket, but I you know what I mean? That's just not how I do it. It's not how I do it. I was already looking at monitors, so It's like the blessing opened the gate to be able to handle two things at once. I've been given consideration to 4K stuff, but I probably won't go 4K until we get to a space in which I'm needing to upgrade my PC hardware. And I'm hopeful that I won't have to do that until the 5000 series stuff starts to come out. But the 40 series stuff can already handle higher frames than the 30 series stuff. But I still prefer the fluidity that you get. You might not visually see it, but you can feel it. There's a feeling you get at a higher frames per second that's just absent at the lower frames. And then if you get really low, then you visually see it. Like you can visually see the difference between like 60 and 100, 120-ish, kind of. Depends on how good your eyesight is. But you can feel it. As a gamer, you can feel the movement. Part of that is visually what you see while you're feeling the movements in game. But even if you can't see it, once you get up past, the discernible visual difference level, you still feel the quickness of the rendering. You just do. It's just inexplainable. It just is something felt, not seen. And until I experienced it and felt it, you could have never convinced me of it. But in regards to displays, whether television displays or PC monitor displays, it's tough to it's tough to argue that Samsung and LG are the leaders, because they are. They make the best panels, and then other companies actually use their panels. So you'll pay a little bit more money to actually have their brand on it, but yeah, Best Buy is only an option for me if I want it same day. That's about the only time I do Best Buy. It's about the only time I Best Buy anything. 27-inch Asus. I like it a lot, and I got it from Amazon. What up, David Durfee? How you doing? My first monitor I bought was an absolute budget. It was an Acer 25-inch, and I was only needing it for console purposes, but then I used it for a little while gaming on PC, and it did what I needed, but I wanted to go. I didn't like 25-inch size-wise at all, and it was really at a time when I was still mostly playing like Blackout, things like that on Xbox. Oh man.
Guardian?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Guardian.
Oh shit.
Is that where all the cars spawn at when you buy them?
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here for now. I'll be back.
The fuck, I only got 3K.
I'll be back later. There really ain't shit going on.
I fuck around and just spent $16,000 on a
So-
car I meant to test drive. I can't believe I did this.
I'll be back in a couple hours, man. I appreciate y'all coming in and spending a little bit of time with me.
Let's see how much money. I
We got absolutely 0 stars on the stream. But we love y'all for coming in and spending a little bit of time. I don't know what time we are, where we're at, or we're still a couple hours away from storm. I'll be back around 6, I guess. I'll be around about 6, I guess. All right, y'all, I'm gone.
All right. Who needed lock?